Hey guys, welcome back. Last time we took a look at this Radical Firearms 16-inch upper with the 15-inch FGS forward guard shield. We talked about Radical Firearms and how they are a company that definitely stands behind their product. Something else we're going to take a look at today is this Radical Firearms Melonite bolt carrier, which actually did have a problem as well and is going to have to go back to the manufacturer under warranty as well. So we were out shooting the other day. This gun actually only has 750 rounds through it, so we're not even over 1,000 rounds yet. Brought it home, took it apart, and turned out our extractor broke. So we have it out separately. It's actually broken into several pieces. We'll roll in an up-close shot of how it all broke apart. I do have a backup extractor. I'm not going to put it in because we also have a crack forming inside the cam pin hole. There is another video out there already. I believe it's FTT. They had a broken bolt like this. I believe the AK Operators Union had a broken cam pin. Looks like our cam pin also has a hairline fracture running all the way through it, so that's starting to break down now too. So we also actually, our firing pin retaining pin is starting to get bent. So this is actually going to be going back to Radical Firearms. We already got in contact with them, and they have already sent out a replacement bolt to us, bolt carrier group, the whole thing. And this one's going to get packed up and sent back to them. But I mean, they were immediately responsive when I contacted them. They just needed a proof of purchase that you actually have one of their bolt carriers, of course, and they immediately sent out a new one for us. So they're, again, like we spoke of on their upper, they definitely stand behind their products, even if it has, some small problems. As far as functioning, the bolt never malfunctioned. We never had a failure to fire. We had one light primer strike, and it was actually the very last round we fired, and it was because part of the broken extractor fell down and was keeping the firing pin from moving completely in the track. So other than that, I mean, even with broken pieces, the gun still operated. We never had a failure to fire, no failure to eject, no failure to feed. So, the AR is a rugged platform, whether people believe it or not. So yeah, I guess, again, what can I say about Radical Firearms other than they do stand behind their product, even if it's something a little bit iffy and a little bit cheap. I can also say about Radical Firearms that all this stuff was purchased more than a year ago. I know in the last year they've moved a lot of their manufacturing in-house, and they stopped buying parts from other manufacturers to put into their guns. So they started manufacturing more and more of their components in-house. So that's been a huge change in the last year. I know I spoke to someone at AR-15 GOA, Gun Owners of America, and he said that he had spoken with one of the owners there, and that's exactly what they were doing. They were having problems with quality control on some of the parts that they were sourcing, so they decided to make more of those parts in-house just so that they could have more control over how they're being put together. So that was hearsay, but if it's true, then you can definitely say that in the last year, their products have improved, and you should not be worried about bolt carrier failures anymore. In addition to some of their other parts, their gas blocks, their just parts for their uppers as well. So yeah, Radical Firearms, though it is a newer company and it is kind of a budget company, they are definitely stepping up. So we look forward to dealing more with them in the future.